Hey guys, welcome back for another video. Today I'm doing a review for the Man of Steel General Zod Hot Toys figure. This one, as I mentioned in my last collection hunt video, is one I've been wanting to get for a couple of years now. Never really had it at the price I wanted, but recently got it for about $150 Canadian plus another $50 for shipping, which put it right here. So it was a no-brainer to pick it up for the $200. And here's the front cover, guys. Now this was a used figure, so the box in the upper right hand corner does have some wear, but honestly the box isn't being displayed. Even though I find the boxes on these are amazing, this is not the piece that you have to worry about. It's the actual figure inside. But anyways, taking a look at it, right at the top you can see the Man of Steel logo plus Superman's S shield. Below that is General Zod's logo with a kind of shine effect to it. Below that it says General Zod 1/6 scale collectible figure, and it's the MMS 216 with the DC and Hot Toys logos below that. The picture on the front of this shows the battle for Metropolis. You can see the Black Zero using the terraforming and the massive US jet just to the left, which is carrying young Kal-El's ship to take out General Zod's Black Zero ship. And on the side of the box you can see that there is the General Zod logo. It's kind of a gloss finish over a matte back with the box. Below that you can see what looks to be the jet from the Smallville fight crashing below. And on the back of the box you can see the warnings and all the choking hazard warnings and notices, as well as the Hot Toys logo, their information with the DC Comics logos and everything, Superman logo. But what's really great about the back piece of this box, if you look at the top, you can actually see the satellite breaking apart, and that is right from Man of Steel when General Zod and Superman are fighting, going down to Earth, or falling back down to Earth. Down to the left of the Hot Toys logo you can see the two choppers that were carrying Colonel Hardy and the other soldier, and to the right of all the warnings and everything you can see the two Kryptonian pods or landing craft, and then again down below is the destruction of Metropolis. And then the last side, and you can see once again General Zod's logo with the shine, much like Jor-El's and Superman's. And below that you can see the Kryptonian scout ship, or Superman's fortress I suppose, crashing down into the Metropolis battle site. And I just think overall, guys, that the boxes they did for Man of Steel have so far been my favorite. I haven't seen the Justice League yet, but definitely better than the Batman v Superman figures, sorry. But really enjoyed the box already. Now I'm going to show you, when you open up the front cover, it actually exposes the figure so that you can see it. And as you can see, it kind of opens up like a book. It's held by two magnets on the front of the cover, or one magnet on the front of the cover, just to keep it kind of clamped on. But then it reveals the elongated S glyph, or Zod glyph in this case, with the clear packaging so you can see the Zod figure. And to the left it says Hot Toys Presents, and it shows you all the people who worked on this figure. Let's get this thing open. Alright guys, so like I've mentioned before, this thing is a second-hand figure, or it's already been out of the box. It's not new in box, but $120 for this figure without shipping was a phenomenal deal, and I could not pass it up. So we're going to take the plastic casing off now that the box is out. And this seller has really outdone himself. He's packed this thing almost the way it came, right back in the box. And it looks like all the accessories are here. I still have to get down to see. I can see the dynamic flight stand, and I'm pretty sure the base is in there. I'm still hoping the base is in there. But yeah, he's got the extra little hand joints, which are really important in case something should happen. He's got the fisted hands, kind of an open hand, and almost a similar hand that is already attached. I think I might leave these hands on. I have a pose in mind that I'd like to try. And I'm really torn right now as well. It comes with the alternate headpiece, the air breather. As you may remember from the movie, the Kryptonians could not breathe Earth's atmosphere, not like Cal could or Superman could, but they had these rebreathers or breathers that they called them. And yeah, I'm thinking I might want to display him with this on, but I'm not sure yet because that face sculpt from here, I don't know yet. It's really hard for me to decide. So what I want you guys to do is comment down below, rebreather or Michael Shannon face. Let me know in the comments. But for now, I'm going to get all of the accessories out and everything out, and let's take a look at this figure. Alright guys, so the first thing I've noticed straight out of the box is he will not stand up on his own. As you can see, there's articulation in the toes, which do not allow, they're not very strong, so they don't allow him to stand up. But overall, the plastic pieces move. The gauntlets and everything move for more posability. He's got that black undersuit, much like Superman's on the Man of Steel figure, and Jor-El's undersuit on the Man of Steel Jor-El figure. The one issue I'd seen it on many reviews, and if you want to see a really good review of this figure, go check out Stu Murray 47. He did a fantastic and in-detailed review of this figure. I don't think I could go that deep into detail, but he did mention there's too much of a gap between the Kryptonian suit and General Zod's chest. Here you can notice there's no glyph. I would have loved to have seen a glyph, the Zod family crest glyph on this inner suit, but you couldn't in the movie. I'm going to put a photo of the movie Zod compared to this right here, just to show you that the neck area is not supposed to be that open. But yeah, you can almost understand why they're trying to make room for that air breather, the rebreather, so they had to leave that. The face sculpt from Michael Shannon looks pretty awesome. The scar that Jor-El gave him, he just looks menacing. And sure, I could get a pose to make him look even more evil, just like in the movie, kind of head down. Yeah, definitely head down. But I think this face sculpt, the Michael Shannon face sculpt, is winning out for me right now. But again, in the comments down below, let me know what you do. Put the rebreather on or keep Michael Shannon head. But overall, guys, it's a pretty cool figure. I know he comes with a cape. I was kind of hoping the cape was attached, but this seller has definitely taken all the detail and taken the cape off before shipping. So I'm going to get back into the packaging here, and we'll see if we can get them all set up. Down below is the cape and the base. Luckily, he comes with the base because I don't think he's going to stand without it. But not really looking forward to displaying them with the kind of dynamic stand. I don't like to display them. I'm actually going to be reposing my Superman, who is currently posed that way. But I want to change his pose as well. These bases are awesome and very nicely detailed, but for Detolf shelf, they're way too big. You can only fit one per shelf. So with my collection growing and shelf space being at a premium, I may have to take the base away from this one, but yeah, we'll see. Alright, so I'm going to get the cape out, and we're going to try to get that thing on the figure right now. Guys, so I'm about halfway through getting the cape on. As you can see, the first piece is clipped on. But the second piece is being a little more difficult. The one thing I will recommend before putting this guy together, if you get one, is definitely have some tweezers handy. All I've got is kind of a screwdriver and a knife right now to try to get that on. But I got it, the first piece with it, the first clip, And as you can see, it's just like a pin. And you just tuck it right under the armor right here, and it's all movable. All of the armor kind of moves up, and it's not attached for articulation purpose. And this is where you're going to run the cape down. You're going to put the cape over the head like this. And smartly, if you were to have tweezers, you would feed it through using tweezers, and then we'd be all right. But me being kind of forgetful and just wanting to see this figure in all its glory, I've only got the bare essentials. So definitely, guys, if you get this figure, go out and get some tweezers. And before I forget, one other thing. It comes with a handy set of instructions. Most Hot Toys figures do come with this. Just kind of gives you the how-to and where you connect everything. But definitely give this a read. I'd already seen the review. So it's more important to read the newer figures, the ones that you haven't seen any reviews on. If you buy one because you love the character and it's your first time, read the instructions. You don't want to damage them. They are quite expensive. But yeah, I came across the perfectly sealed, probably never opened instructions. So I'm going to count that as a win on that one. Here he is out of the box, guys, giving his best kneel before Zod look. But really awesome figure. Still haven't decided whether I want to put the air breather on or keep the Michael Shannon head sculpt. It looks absolutely amazing. I have managed to get him to stand. It was quite difficult at first. The secret to standing him is to put more of the weight and move the articulation so that he's leaned back a little more and put more of the weight on the heel of the feet rather than the hinging tip of the toes on his feet. But overall, awesome figure. I've actually tried the earthquake test a couple times to see if he's sturdy, and he seems to be sturdy enough right now. I don't really want to test that, but I do have the flight base or the dynamic stand just in case I have to get that out and ready. But guys, this is an absolutely amazing figure. So we'll start with a 360. I've got him in that kind of evil pose. I just think that with the Michael Shannon head sculpt, he's kind of got that more declaration of where did you train on a farm from that scene in Man of Steel. He's so angry. You can see the scar again. But one thing I noticed when I did take it out, the armor on this shoulder did not match the armor on this shoulder, which kind of goes to the story of the movie. They had to scavenge from dead Kryptonian outposts for their armor after they came out of the Phantom Zone. And their armor is kind of made up of a bunch of different pieces, or it was repaired over the years, but it really definitely, it shows you, even on the knee joints right here, you can see subtle differences in the suit, so you know it's been repaired, so they've been through some kind of hell after the explosion of Krypton. But as for the suit, like the Man of Steel suit and the undersuit for Jor-El's figure, you can see kind of a gloss paint on the what looks like more like Kryptonian chainmail suit. It's the same black suit that he wore in the movie, obviously without the Zod glyph on the chest. And obviously this is the armor he sheds to reveal his undersuit. But I like the paint they used on this, kind of like a wash of silver. Really nice, kind of catches the light, and I can't wait to get this under my Detolf light to really show off the colors and the kind of the shine and the paintwork on this thing. So after finally getting those cape prongs through and everything set up with the cape, I noticed there is a little bit of daylight between his armor, which would not be practical if trying to breathe on Krypton. So another little, I guess, issue I have. It's not a big issue, but yeah, you definitely notice it. But again, like I say with a lot of figures, if it's at a distance, you're not going to notice it. And it's not even that big of an issue. The cape is made out of some sort of very soft fabric. I'm not quite sure which one. But yeah, it definitely feels nice. It's a lot like the Man of Steel cape, but definitely more soft. Now, I had an idea about this armor when I first saw it in the movies. I thought maybe when Zod's shedding his armor in that scene where he's about to fight with Superman without his armor, I thought maybe it was like a Wayne Enterprises, Wayne Industries building, and when he sheds that, Batman finds it, or Bruce Wayne finds it and turns it, fashions it into the armor that he wears in Batman v Superman, because obviously we'd seen trailers, and my thoughts were maybe he had fashioned his suit out of this suit, the wreckage or the pieces of this suit that he recovered. But it obviously wasn't true, or maybe it was, I don't know. There's a bunch of different Easter eggs that are being verified, but I'm thinking maybe at some point, maybe it was a LexCorp building and Lex salvaged it and he's going to turn it into his Lexo suit or something. But his battle suit. But we'll see in future movies, I guess. But anyways, guys, I'm still fighting whether to put the air breather head sculpt on or not. For now, I've got him in this pose. Really enjoying it. Really like this figure, and I'm happy that I was able to finally finish my Man of Steel Hot Toys figure collection. I will be back tomorrow. It's getting a little late right now, and I have to make some room on my Detolf, but I will be back tomorrow with my final thoughts and maybe a comparison with the Man of Steel one, but we'll see. And here they are all together, guys. I just wanted to quickly give you a comparison with the Man of Steel and the Jor-El. I finally have the 3 Man of Steel Hot Toys figures all collected. Still working on the Batman v Superman and have a lot of the Justice League stuff pre-ordered, so I will have that later on. But as for this review, I've got General Zod along with Superman and Jor-El all posed up, and I'm going to get them in the Detolfs. I've got them all cleaned off, so I'm going to show you exactly how I have them set up. Here they are, guys, all set up in the Detolf. Really happy to have the collection finally completed. Got the rest of my Hot Toys figures in here as well. Quick sneak peek. I do still have to finish the Batman v Superman collection, but just right now happy to have the Man of Steel collection done with the addition of this General Zod. My final thoughts, guys, are it's definitely a great figure. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. My issues being around the neck. The armor could have been done a little better. There's no Zod glyph or family crest on his chest piece, which would have been awesome, especially if they had done maybe a removable armor, but definitely the armor looks great. I'm loving the cape, and the only other issue is the toe articulation made it really difficult to stand, and I don't like to pose my figures with the flight stands because they sometimes damage the figure itself, but definitely a great pickup for the $200 Canadian I spent on it. If you guys can find it for about $250 and under, it's definitely a good buy. If it goes from $300 and up, just wait. Check on eBay. You'll find it eventually there. But definitely, guys, pick this thing up if you find it for a really good price. Anyways, guys, that is it for today's review. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this review or found it informative, please leave a like rating. Subscribe to my channel for more great stuff, and I will see you guys all on my next video.